My name is Jean. That's me in the middle. You'd never know, but only 2 weeks ago, these same girls were my worst nightmare. This is the little town of Bourbon, Shire, located in the heart of the great state of Pennsylvania. Bourbon, Shire is not a bad place as far as towns go, but it has its fair share of peculiar people, not to mention the jerks.
Excuse me, sir? Would you like to donate to the food bank?
That's Hank, Winchester Valley High School's principal.
Stay in school.
No one seemed to know his last name, but there were plenty of other names people would use to describe him. Now, you might be thinking that Hank was the town jerk, and of course you'd be right. He swaggered about like he was the Dirty Harry of the school system. But he wasn't the only self-absorbed monkey flunker. No, not by a long shot. But what would you expect from a place named after whiskey? What we might lack in the area of intimate friendship bonds, we more than make up for with iPads, iPhones, iPods, and some other gadgets sticking out of our heads. And God forbid you have any sort of embarrassing moment. There's always some weenie ready to broadcast it to the world. With skill sets like that, you better believe gossip's gonna travel faster than light.
I'll be a better boyfriend.
Enter Sam. She was the ringleader, the dawn of all my misery. One tough chick. She supposedly started a secret group of anarchists called the Pennsylvania Anti-Establishment Network, PAIN for short. She fancied herself a champion of freedom from the chains of the establishment.
What are you up to, Mr. Betrayal?
Nothing. I was just on my way out.
What happened to these test papers then?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
It was not common for bystanders to take the fall. After-school prison sentences got handed out like candy at Winchester. PAIN made nice profits stealing exams and selling the answers to students who needed that extra boost. Consequently, if there was a teacher or student giving you problems, for a price, PAIN could provide solutions. Like a master criminal, Sam never got busted. No one could ever figure out why, which only added to her mystique. And because I wasn't a part of the in crowd or paid protection money to the big dog, I had my fair share of moments to remember.
Thanks.
Quit looking at my boyfriend.
I don't know what your educational experience was like, but once you crossed the threshold at my school, the law of the jungle ruled. It was my senior year, and I was tired of playing the victim month after month, year after year. No, this was going to be the season of my revenge. I was going to play by my rules. Or so I thought.
And as for your year-end exams, they're on my desk, ready to be marked. You'll have your results by the end of the day tomorrow.
I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. What I did? How did anyone find out?
Miss Nowakowski. What do we do with students who fail to leave their cell phones in their lockers?
Call our parents?
No, Miss Nowakowski. They get the hammer.
Oh! Slow down, Miss Nowakowski.
Sorry, sir. I'm late for a meeting.
Was it worth tripping and knocking your teeth out?
No, sir.
Or someone else's teeth?
No, sir.
I am more than happy to start issuing speeding tickets in the form of weekend detention. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to hurt someone, Miss Nowakowski, come to my office. I'll give you a list. Otherwise, be more careful. This is a hallway, not a pinball machine.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty then. Carry on. But keep it under 30.
You got to be kidding.
Great.
Well done.
I told you to stand by the door.
This is room 111, right?
Welcome to hell.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling the transmission.
Bummer, dude.
Confess or suffer the consequences. You have 1 hour.
Where's the signal coming from?
Must be Wi-Fi.
Try to leave and immediate action will follow.
Get that. I say we trash this place and book. Yeah, let's break some windows and get out of here. They have no right to keep us locked up like this.
Just wait. Somehow it can see us. What consequences?
Expulsion, public humiliation, death.
Death?
Okay, I'm freaked out now.
Confess, and all transgressions will be erased.
Confess what? Who are you? Why are you doing this?
Do not comply, and pain will be destroyed.
They're hackers. Who's doing this?
Who do you think? It's Hank.
I think it's Pendragon. I mean, sounds like something she'd do.
He's had it out for me since the day I got here.
You mean us, Jarhead?
That is such a steaming pile, dude.
It could be anyone.
It's him, I tell ya.
This time, we get him fired.
Fire Hank? Good luck. I say we deep six that dirtbag. Our brother needs to go out of print.
It's real helpful, Psycho. Thanks.
Just give me the words, Sam.
Be smart. In less than an hour, whatever dirt this troll has is going public.
Who cares what that thing says? Are you gonna trust that thing?
I don't trust anything.
Look up. He's watching.
Dirty Hanky. You really think whoever's doing this is just gonna delete everything?
We're so screwed. All we've seen are a few threats.
This is entrapment. You know, to get us to confess to something worse so it's all on camera.
Cameron Barry.
Oh no.
Someone's got to be first.
Shut up, hockey puck.
Quit wasting time.
Just do it.
In the interests of brevity, I'm gonna cut to the chase and break this down for ya. Barry was the school's top athlete, with a 2.0 average. He was no brainiac and he knew it. If he didn't have some way to pass the midterms, his dreams of playing for the NFL would all but evaporate. A fee paid to Payne would remedy the situation. The cabbage head got his answers all right, but someone was watching.
Now I see why you had no interest in studying near my house.
Hey, that was insurance.
You were at the house?
All week.
You told me you were helping your mom.
Octoboy couldn't keep his paws off me.
Oh, you jerk.
Jazz, it wasn't like that.
No, we're so done. And you boyfriend, thieving, backstabber, you're gonna pay.
All right. I confess, I cheat on the exam.
Cheat is your middle name, you.
Hun, I love you. I'm sorry. That she was...
You were about to say nothing?
Man, you totally deserve that.
Ronnie White, Leanne Chu.
Payne's next targeted choice? The lunchroom cafeteria. Leanne got an F in algebra.
吃好喝好。
I could tell by her look Sam was just daring me to rat. They had a good thing going just so long as no one got caught. But then Ronnie took it a little too far. Sam's reach was far and wide, filled with anger and jealousy. And Ronnie was the latest eager recruit.
I got you the chicken noodle soup.
It's good. You should try some.
Ronnie had just given me a great idea.
That was my favorite shirt. After school, we're gonna dance.
I'm going to sue you, you little twerp.
You got that right.
Not so fast. Both of you are gonna pay. Oh yeah, you both gonna pay.
Jasmine Sanchez, Jane Davis, Risa Williams.
Payne's biggest op was one that rewarded its friends and punished its enemies.
How you doing today, sir?
Swell.
Busy today? Peachy Keen.
I hate peaches.
At the end of every term, Hank would compile everyone's marks and send them off to the Pennsylvania Department of Education. It was all about timing. The CIA couldn't have done it better.
I hate peaches.
Hey!
Students who were willing to pay for the full meal deal never had to worry about studying or getting caught cheating again. A few bruises were worth the small fortune they made that day.
from an A to an F? How could you give me an F? I'm a straight A student.
And me, how could you let me fail and let that dimwit get an A?
Hey, isn't this all about confession and forgiveness?
My dad's an attorney, and you're all going to jail.
You think you got dirt on us? Well, we got dirt on you, so suck it up, Miss High and Mighty.
I've had enough already. Look.
Albert Hernandez. Jimmy Pepper.
Here it comes.
Albert's brother Tony worked in a bar on 5th. Every week, Tony would skim a few bottles of liquor from the inventory and hide it in his garage. And before long, he had a truckload. Albert, in turn, would skin off Tony to service demand on the Payne black market. Now, Jimmy had an all-consuming crush on the unapproachably cold new girl, Emily Wan. Unfortunately for him, the only love interest Emily seemed interested in was her cat. Once a week, for the last month, Jimmy would park a few doors down from Emily Wan's house, trying to get the courage to knock on her door and ask her out. There was no way he was going to be humiliated at school like Ronnie was. One night, Jimmy Pepper decided to look for his courage at the bottom of a bottle. Jimmy had just flattened Emily Wan's cat. 3 blocks away, and a minute later, he wrapped his parents' car around a tree.
I'm coming, Emily! I'm coming!
Jimmy never ratted, but somehow someone leaked that Albert was the one supplying the hooch. Even though he couldn't prove it, Hank came down hard on Albert and banned him from school for the next 6 months. Consequently, Albert was set to fail the year, so he was out to even the scales. The Jimmy situation was a big setback to Payne's operations.
I'll pay for the car, all right?
Dude, that's low. Hank's a dip, but that was a Porsche, man.
It's dirty Hanky. He deserved it. Oh, okay, I'll pay for the car. I'll get a paper route or something.
What about him? He killed my cat.
Don't you think you might have been a wee bit on the obsessed side?
You're gonna wish you were still in the hospital. Wait till my brothers get a hold of you. They're 6'2", mentally ill, kung fu mother truckers.
Would you consider discussing this over dinner?
Emily Wan.
Maybe now's not a good time.
Emily grew up hearing stories about how she was the 6th generation Chinese mafia, and she made no bones about letting people know it. It was spring of 16 when she got wind that Payne was looking for new muscle. Recruitment was by invitation only. Payne kept their roster a secret. Not even members knew exactly who was who. Only the Don had the complete picture. Emily was anxious to make an impression. Unfortunately, few would ever trust the new kid. She had to do something that would prove her superior worth and get Payne's attention. So how does one do that? Well, when you're the 6th generation mafia, you target the toughest kid in school and make an example out of them. She didn't realize that the person she was trying to impress just so happened to be the very girl she picked on. The Dawn herself, Samantha Page. Sam had to have her lips and hands separated by a doctor, and Sam hates doctors. No one knew who did it, but word traveled fast that Payne's mastermind had moved to DEFCON 4. Sam would go scorched earth on the entire school just to get the one person who did it. If I was gonna get my revenge, this was a perfect timing with an equally perfect cover.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just wanted to be a part of the group.
You're very fortunate that there's a camera in the room.
Emily was extremely lucky in that moment. The only thing worse than crossing Sam was making the entire school your enemy.
Jean Nowakowski.
I saved up every penny I could for 6 weeks to buy up every box I could get my hands on. This was going to be a work of art, a gift that would keep on giving and giving and giving. This was payback for all those times I was pushed, bashed, walked over and put down. Each lick of the cone filled me with elation. They'd be talking about this anniversary for the next 100 years. And best of all, Payne would take the fall for it.
She put what in the ice cream?
Oh, crap.
You spit in the chow mein. At least mine was FDA approved.
I had 3.
Buckle up, chum, because you're going for a ride.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm just tired of being treated like an old wash rag.
I've never even met you.
You flipped me over in a garbage can.
That was you?
Exactly. People like you are so busy trying to be cool, you don't even remember who you step on. I sit next to you for 2 years. You never even said hi. You're all so busy scheming and gossiping. If you lost your phones, your brains would fall out. All I ever wanted was friends.
Look, we've all been rotten. Life can be really hard sometimes. And I understand that sometimes the only way to make yourself feel better is to make others hurt worse. I get that.
We all want to feel significant.
Validated.
Noticed.
To be part of something bigger than ourselves.
Come on. It's...
Shut up. I was a jerk too. I guess I deserved it. Ronnie, I'm sorry. Give me a hug.
Group hug.
Not you, mister. We got some talking to do.
It's 3:55. Time's almost up.
I'm sure you all think I'm the worst of the worst. I can live with that. But just remember, I didn't make your choices for you. I don't need to apologize for pain. It's a rough world out there and you have to be tough to survive. That's my confession and it will just have to do.
Records deleted.
Well, well, well. Party of delinquents.
Dirty hanky.
Who decided for my trouble?
Oh, Miss Williams. Wherever there's trouble, you always seem to be found. Hey, this ain't the Indy 500.
Given everything I know, you don't really think I'd ever eat anything that came out of the cafeteria, do you?
No.
I can see the wheels turning. You're asking yourself, who was it that brought down this little empire? Something tells me that my secret is safe with you. See you around, kid.
This was all a ruse. A clever deception that we pulled on ourselves. Sam was never Payne's kingpin. We thought her arm's length approach was to protect the network and herself from getting caught. Only the network was what we weaved in our own imaginations. It was our quest for power, revenge, and control that created Payne. Ironic that Sam was the one to do us the favor and destroy it once and for all. Who can say if those files were ever completely erased? Well, maybe for us. It's better if we don't know.